Hey, this video is another one to you, 4G, G4, God's Guns, Guts, Glory, if that's what you're being called, version 1, 2, whatever, God, Guns, Guts, Glory, G4, 4G, expose the trolls, slay the faggots, truth videos, version 1, 2, whatever, whatever you're being called these days. And the only reason I'm making this video is that you referred to me again. You just can't help yourself, apparently. In one of your video on global warming, one of your rooftop rants, another one on global warming, which is really funny because for some reason, and I'm not sure how this thought process evolved in your little mind. I don't know how it evolved. Because I made a video to you on temperature change, on climate change, and in that video, I actually mostly agreed with you, or partially at least agreed with you. And I don't think you finished watching the video. You either didn't finish watching it because that beginning part with those big words, scientific mumbo jumbo, that 5th grade level explanation of photosynthesis was too much scientific mumbo jumbo for you, and maybe you just stopped watching at that point in time and didn't finish it and automatically jumped to the conclusion that somehow what I said, I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to understand what the thought processes that you have. It's sad. You're really a sad little man. I think you're probably hearing that more and more often now as the YouTube community's all kind of becoming aware, including some of your former friends, of what a sad little man you are. But the point is that I never argued that carbon dioxide. I never said carbon dioxide's all terrible. I never said it was. I understand that it's good. In fact, my explanation was supporting the point that yes, carbon dioxide is good for making. I was making a little point saying, hey, since you seem to be interested in science, did you know that plants don't really breathe CO2? It was a little fun fact. Forgive me for trying. All right, It wasn't disputing that point at all. You didn't understand it, so you took it that way. Like I said, you're certainly, I don't know, not the brightest lamp in the collection. But anyway, it was really funny because the point is, like I said, I know that climate. I'm going to tell you this, and you probably will scoff and laugh at this. It's not even my field of science. It's not what I am trained in. It's not what I went to school for, climatology. But I probably have a significantly orders of magnitude better understanding of it than you ever will, okay? I'm not an expert on it, but I know enough about it. My field is oceanography and vertebrate zoology. Oceanography we deal a lot with shifts in plankton abundance, shifts in species diversity of pelagic and mesopelagic fishes. Okay, I've done work with that, where we see how that changes. We also know that it changes in cycles. We also know that it's been warmer in the past, it's been colder in the past, and that we are actually in a cool cycle. We are in a warming cycle portion of a cool cycle. Okay, and I know all of that. That's not news to me. By finding these little factoids from your whatever pages that your beloved little web pages, InfoWars and that kind of stuff that you seem to. It's very funny. It's funny that you think that's authoritative. It amazes me. I know. Okay, this is the point. My view on it is that I know for a fact that we are affecting climate. Very small. We are. You're absolutely correct. We are not affecting it in a huge way. We're not affecting it on the big scales by any stretch of the imagination. And no scientists in the global warming dispute are saying that. Real scientists. Okay, Al Gore's not a scientist. The people popularizing it aren't scientists, okay? And you will find most climatologists don't agree with their viewpoint either, okay? We're not... You've got this delusion about how science works and about how... I don't know. It's pretty insane. But the point is that we are affecting it, and it's not affecting the planet, but it's affecting our lives, okay? You recognize a few degrees change, especially in localized areas, can cause droughts some places where there needs to be water, can cause too much water where there doesn't need to be water. Little changes like that affect us, okay? You know, it's a pretty simple concept. We are background noise in this global climate change, but our background noise is affecting where we live because we have gotten used to and we have built a civilization around things being pretty close to the way they are now. Okay? Anyway, but like I'm sure all of this is way above your head, and you'll class it as what is it, from Idiocracy? If you've seen that movie, you know, where his big words sounded faggy to the people, you know, like your scientific mumbo jumbo, my 5th grade explanation of photosynthesis, which you seem to think I had to read from a script. I think you said that. It's like I don't do any videos from a script. That doesn't. If I had to explain photosynthesis or the organic carbon cycle from a script, I'd be pretty pathetic as a professor. Okay? Anyway, but that's okay. You know, you have your whatever you have. It's pretty sad. You respond to arguments by insulting people. You're a one-trick pony. It's all you got. You're getting tired. You're getting old. You're not even. I mean, I don't know. I think that's all I have to say. I mean, you know, you need. I wish for 1 second you would think that the little glimmer, some little blinking light in your head would turn on and you'd actually think about something. But it's not going to happen. I mean, face it, you're thicker than shit, you know, like Killdozer said. So.
Redneck swine. That's right, I'm a good old boy. I don't like foreigners. I hate them. My head's got 4 corners. Can't read or write. Out here, the 4 hours is riding, rip roaring, and raising heck swine. I'm an old American country boy. KKK meetings. I'm on time every night. Booze, brats, and beatings. Well, just ask my wife. Jesus on my dad. Praise the Lord. I named my daughter Johnny Cash. Redneck swine. And proud of it. I love my family. Every night. I love my country. Music that is. Just cause my name's Baker doesn't mean I'm inbred. Redneck swine, your neck is like how high your head is narrow, and so is your mind. Redneck swine, you really like no other. Your father and your mother is your sister and your brother. What are you talking about?